Franz Beckenbauer was born on September 11, 1945, in Munich, Germany, and is considered one of the greatest players in the history of world and German football. He began his career in 1959 in the youth ranks of Bayern Munich and was promoted to the first team in 1964. Internally, Beckenbauer is also a symbol of Bayern Munich's transformation from a modest club in the country to the leading force in German and global football. Interestingly, in his childhood, he was a fan of the rival team, Munich 1860, of which he became a lifelong member in 1998. This did not prevent him from simultaneously holding the honorary position of president at Bayern. His son, Stefan, played for both clubs. Beckenbauer is widely regarded by experts as the greatest sweeper in the history of football. In addition to winning the World Cup, he achieved all possible international titles a player can win in European football, UEFA Champions League, European Championship, and the Ballon d'Or. He also played a direct role in the early career of another German and global football legend, goalkeeper Sepp Maier, his childhood friend. During his 13 years with Bayern Munich, he won the Champions League 3 times and the Bundesliga 4 times. In total, he secured 13 titles with Bayern Munich. Additionally, he received the Ballon d'Or twice, in 1972 and 1976. In 1977, at the age of 32, Beckenbauer joined the American team New York Cosmos, playing alongside Pelé in his debut season, which also marked Pelé's retirement. Beckenbauer played for the Cosmos for 4 years, winning the American championship 3 times. He returned to Germany in 1980, but this time to play for Hamburg. However, he stayed with the club for 2 seasons, winning the Bundesliga in his final season. Not being selected for the 1982 World Cup with the German national team led him to return to the New York Cosmos, and he retired from football in 1983. Beckenbauer also had a successful career with the German national team. He was first called up during the qualifiers for the 1966 World Cup. In the 8th edition of the tournament in England, he was elected one of the best players of the World Cup. Although he led Germany to the final, they lost to the hosts. During the 1970 World Cup, Beckenbauer was already the captain of the team, a role he held for 10 years. The 9th edition of the championship took place in Mexico, and the defender played a significant role in one of the most memorable moments in World Cup history. In the semifinal against Italy, he played much of the game holding his right shoulder. After colliding with an Italian player, he dislocated his shoulder. As Germany had already made all substitutions, he had to immobilize his shoulder and return to the field. However, the match ended with Italy's victory, and the Germans finished the tournament in 3rd place. Beckenbauer's first title with the national team was the 1972 European Championship. That year was special for him as he won his first Ballon d'Or and the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich. 2 years later, Germany hosted the World Cup and won their first of 4 titles in the competition. After deciding to play in the United States for the Cosmos, he lost his place in the German national team. His last competition was the 1976 European Championship, where Germany finished as runners-up. 1 year after announcing his retirement as a player, he was hired as the coach of the German national team. In his first major tournament as a coach, he was the runner-up in the 1986 World Cup, and in the 1988 European Championship, he achieved 3rd place. This result was considered disappointing for fans as the competition was hosted by Germany. He won the 1990 World Cup, a year in which Argentina and Germany were competing for the 3rd championship, tying with Brazil in the number of titles. After the World Cup, he took over as the coach of Olympique de Marseille in 1990 but stayed for less than a season. Between December 1993 and June 2004, and later from April to June 1996, he coached Bayern Munich. With the team, he won the German championship, and in his second stint with the club, he won the Europa League. In 1996, he was elected president of Bayern Munich, a position he still holds today. Beckenbauer was married 3 times. The former player has 5 children: Thomas, Michael, Francesca, Noel, and Stefan. The latter was also a football player, but ended his career at the age of 29 due to a knee injury. From 2001 to 2015, Stefan was a coach and scout for the youth teams of Bayern Munich, and he was responsible for launching the careers of Thomas Müller and Bastian Schweinsteiger. However, the former player passed away at the age of 46 in 2015 due to a brain tumor.